Hello there, Hacking Self Storage listeners. So this is the very, very first episode of 5 Minute Fridays. The idea here is that I give you something tangible, something actionable that I've been learning, educating myself, and hopefully will be useful for you and your self-storage facility or somebody who's looking to get into self-storage. I wondered if I had enough content for this. And so when my wife had seen a surgeon, she got a hip problem. I wasn't allowed in because obviously COVID. So I literally pulled out my notes and I went through literally talking points, what I could talk about, what I spent half an hour just going through it. And all of a sudden I thought, oh my God, it could be a daily show. I've got so much to talk about. And we're going to talk about competition today, but here's a rundown of some of the things that we'll be talking about. 4 weeks half price or 8 weeks half price. Why do we do it? The importance of being an SSA member. I think that's going to be a terrific episode because for those people who are an SSA member, you really don't know what you're missing. You really should be. They're a fantastic resource. We'll get into that. Your website traffic. I've got a very, very useful tool that I use that can help you track exactly your behavior, your customers' behavior on your website. It is fundamentally a must if you're interested in conversions and making the most of your conversions. And most people I talk to, I think there's only one person that I've talked to in the self-storage industry that even knows what it is. So yeah, it's fantastic. So we'll get into that. How many security points do we need? Again, I'll get into closer details to that. How many follow-ups in our sales process? Because I went to a well-known, so I would never mention a name, but it literally was hounding me. And as you know, I'm a bit of a geek and I do follow-ups for people. I literally do, mystery shopping. I mystery shop all people all the time because I'm bored. I'm a story geek. I love it to see if we're missing anything. If someone else is doing better than we're doing, then I want to copy it. But it's a fine line. You can't do too much because if you do too much, you're pissing the customer off, and you don't want to piss the customer off. Debt procedure. I'm going to run through our debt procedures. Staff, how to treat them and how to keep them, customer journey, management accounts, how important they are, price increases, when to do them, and what do we do when we have a pushback? Why is it important to actually speak to your customers? Who mentors me, and how much do I pay, and how much do I get out? How much do I get out of them? SEO, why it's so important not to be paying someone each month. I love that. Being a visionary in your company or being an implementer. So very, very different there. A visionary and an implementer. You're probably not both. Very, very rare people are both. I know I'm a visionary. Implementer, I'm not. We're going to get into that. Spend 1 day a month going over the figures and expenses the month before. Who and how and where I get my funding from. They are just half an hour's worth. So I've got literally half a year's worth of content there. I cannot wait to bring this to you because I'm really excited. These are the questions that I get asked on a regular basis. And what I want to do is talk to you about the regular questions because I know people are asking. I knew that I wish this resource was available when I was getting self-storage, and I know people are asking me these questions, and I've just realized how shiny my head is on this call. I need some lighting in here or something because I just look like a beetroot. Anyway, right, so today we are talking about competition and the amount of people that I speak to, and their biggest fear is their competition or competition coming. And my attitude is it's not if anymore. It's when competition come. Competition will be coming. They will be coming across the road from you. They will be coming within 3 miles of you. So it means it's direct competition. They will have a direct impact on you. As you many of you listeners know, my landlord has set up literally half a mile down the road from me. My landlord in Beverley. And I had a phone call today from somebody who's another business owner in Somalia. He goes, you're pissed off. I can't believe you've done this. I said, nah, well, obviously, you're not pissed off, but you'd obviously rather he didn't do it. I said, no, I'm not pissed off. No. He goes, why are you pissed off? I said, because if it wasn't him, it'd be somebody else. It literally will be somebody else. So what you need to do now, you will look back on this as a golden age of self-storage. This is the golden age of self-storage where you will never have less competition than you do right now. You will never, ever have less competition in self-storage than you do right now. You will, every single year, there'll be more and more and more competition. And so when I speak to other self-storage owners, I just say, you've got to get your house in order. Expect competition to come. Expect people to rock up next door to you. It will happen. It is not when, it is if now. So what we need to do, we need to make sure our pay-per-clicks are on point. Kerry, will definitely help you. One of the sponsors of the podcast, go to Hacking Self Storage resources page, and Kerry is there. That's the person I use. And I've used so many different pay-per-click people in different industries. And I can promise you, Kerry is the real deal. SEO, you've got to get your SEO right, because that is where people find you. Intent. There's an intent. So people search it on the internet. So we need to make sure our SEO is on point. Google My Business. That is where I am not very good at Google My Business. So I have got Ben to help me on this, and he's going to come on the podcast and talk to us about Google My Business. We're going to show a before and after of where my business was. It's Ben Hook. So before my business, before Ben took a look at it, and after my business, after the effects on afterwards, and where we are on Google My Business and on the maps as well. Make sure you're on the maps, because again, this is something that I fall short of. Is your website perfect? Can you increase conversions on your website? And this is, again, I need to take this medicine, because Beverly was a site that was just fantastic. It was running no competition, and it was netting 120 grand a year. Well, that's what it's netting. It's only 87 units, and it's netting 120 grand a year. And my website on Beverly, if you look at it, it's still terrible now. Beverly24.co.uk. My process, you have to email for prices. It is so archaic. And so I need to take my own medicine, because now somebody's come in competition. Guess what? I'm up in my game. But you don't want to do what I'm doing. You want to up your game before the competition comes. You know competition is coming. It is coming. Trust me, believe me, I promise you, competition will come within the next 5 years. And so make sure you have all your ducks in a row right now. Don't do what I'm doing and only just get my ducks in a row now. Although it's not massively important, because we're 97% full most of the time. We don't think we ever drop below 90% full. So yeah, it's not a big deal. But I need to do it. I need to get my ducks in a row, because I don't want another competition propping up and being better than I am, a better website, better for the customer journey. And so is your website on point? Could you do anything better? How does your exterior look? I read a book for Mark Goodwin's book. And my overrounding takeaway of that book is, what's the exterior look like? And he was saying spend $300, I think it was, every single month on your exterior. And it compounds. And at the end of the year, you'll have a fantastic exterior. Is your exterior good enough? If you had competition right now, is your exterior good enough? Look at it from a customer's point of view. Come in as a customer with fresh eyes. Notice everything. Don't just... But we're blinded sometimes, because we've got these blinkers on, because we're coming to our business so much we don't notice things. So I want you to notice things. Notice if there's any weeds in the corners. Is there any weeds on the drive up? Are the windows clean? Could you do more? Could you do better? And I guarantee you the answer is yes. So you need to be doing it now, because competition is coming. It is coming, and it's only a matter of time before you have competition. And what else have I got? So sales process. Is your signs? Have you got a good sales process? How many times do you follow up? Do you follow up? Do you check that your staff, do you mystery shop your own place to make sure that your staff do the sales process? Signs, can you improve your signs? Dave Davies, I always remember the first time I met Dave Davies, it took me around the sodding roundabout, I saw it 10 times. What do you see now? Nothing, Dave. What do you see now? Nothing, Dave. What do you see now? And he's, Dave, that's my point. That's exactly how Dave Davies sounds. and all of a sudden I was like, oh no, I need some signs. Spent $2,000 on signs, best investment I've ever done. And so make sure that you've got the signs. What else? So the website, the signs, the sales process, the SEO. Is the SEO on point? Google My Business. The maps. Are you on the maps? Are you showing up? Are you being the best version of yourself? There's all them pointers, guys. And I promise you that it's so critically important to get everything right, because at the minute, anybody can be successful in self-storage. Don't think for 1 minute, because you're successful in self-storage now, that you're a good operator, that you're a good owner, because I promise you that will be tested in the next 10 years. If you can do it in America, yeah, you're a good operator. And I'm not for 1 minute saying I'm a good operator or owner, because I know I can improve as well. And that's why I'm spending thousands of pounds just talking to individuals. I spent $2,000 just having a 2-hour conversation with somebody. It's actually, by the time this goes out, I'll have had it. I'm having it today. I'm having it Friday. I'm having it when this goes out Friday. I'm having it today, and it's well worth it for me, because I want to be the best version of myself I possibly can be. And hopefully, if you look at it through eyes of how can I improve, where can I improve, then you will be the best version of yourself as well. And I don't say this to worry you, but I just say this because I want everybody to wake up and realize that this is the best time that you will ever have in self-storage. There will be no better time to be a self-storage owner than now, because competition is coming and it will rock up in your town, your city, near you, next to you in the next 5-10 years. There is no doubt about that. And you'll look back on this as the golden era and think, I wish I took advantage. So make sure you get the ducks in a row right now. All right, my friends, if there's anything you want me to talk about on these Friday podcasts, please let me know, deanbooty@icloud.com. Do you know what? There's an outside chance this could be a 5-day thing. I don't think it will, because I ain't got time to do it 5 days a week. And I said it was going to give me 5 minutes, and 11 minutes 50 already. Brilliant. So the first 5-minute Friday is 10 minutes. 10-minute Friday just doesn't have a ring, does it? Right, I promise you the next one will be. All right, my friends, thank you so much. I appreciate all the support, all the love, you guys recommending the podcast and, engaging. It's brilliant. Thank you. I honestly love this industry. I love you guys. All right, see you soon. Bye.